prefer the new design, which is made with 90% post-consumer recycled paper. Native is also partnered with 1% for the Planet, committing 1% of plastic-free deodorant sales to environmental nonprofits. The packaging can be recycled and you save 37 grams of single-use plastic with every plastic-free deodorant bought. Native also sources paper for their packaging from responsibly managed forests. I've been using Native for a while and the texture is always non-sticky and it dries very quickly. It feels like I don't even have anything on. The scents I got were cucumber and mint, which is nice and refreshing, lilac and white tea, which is sweet and subtle, and then coconut and vanilla, which is summery and tropical. Out of all of them, I would have to say my favorite is coconut and vanilla just because I love coconut. So yeah. These deodorants have 72-hour protection, so they're great for the whole day, even after exercising and sweating a bunch. Native is always coming out with new scents, and now they have summer seasonal Paradise Found, which have scents inspired by summer cocktails, which I have to read them off because I don't drink, I don't know any of these. Pina Colada, I do know that one. Lakeside Ginger Mule, Rosé, I do know that one, and Poolside Citrus Spritz. 3 plastic-free deodorants would normally be $39, but if you use my link and code Emily5, you can get them for $26, which is over 33% off, y'all. Also, with my code Emily5, you can get 20% off any toothpaste or body washes. So make sure to use my link and code to get your deodorants because it is a hot girl summer, but we don't want a BO girl summer. And thank you to Native for sponsoring this video. Okay, let's move on. He would quote music lyrics when we would argue. See, how am I supposed to take you serious when we're in the middle of an argument and then you start doing a live genius lyrics routine? Like, this argument is between me and you. Not me, you, and Drake. Okay, leave him out of this. Like, if we're arguing and going back and forth, I want you to use your own words. Okay, not the words from a pop song. Not the words from the Billboard 100, okay? What is this, the riff-off from Pitch Perfect? Like, babe, I don't get why you're so mad at me for sending pictures to my ex, all right? It wasn't even a full-body nude. Seriously, you're making me feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again. Like, imagine being in a serious debate. Or like a court case and the lawyer just starts quoting song lyrics. The defendant may have openly stated that he did want to hit the pedestrian with his car several times. However, gobble me, swallow me, drip down the side of me. He said, please. Not please. Dear Lord, hear my prayers. Anything but please. This is like when men use the pleading emoji, but like auditory. Regardless of gender, I don't think anyone over the age of 9 should be saying please in a serious way in order to get something that they want. Like, if a girl I liked said please in an unironic way, I would have to take down my pride flag. I would have to hang my pride flag at half-mast. Like, if someone was actively bleeding out on the ground and they were like, I was just stabbed, I need an ambulance, please! I would be like, now you lay there and think about what you've just done. Maybe it's your time, babe. Okay? I'm gonna let you deal with that. I get you can call an Uber, I guess. He sent me a video of him crying because he missed me. Why is this serving YouTuber apology video to me? Like, just crying when the camera's on and then once it turns off, you're just like, and scene. Babe, I miss you. I miss you like a lone flower in the desert that is just needing your sweet embrace to not only comfort me, but keep me alive and sane. Okay, who wants to play Fortnite? I'm assuming this video was just the guy crying like softly and sweetly, but can you imagine if he was like sobbing like a blubbering buffoon, like out of control? Like, imagine your boyfriend sends you a video and you're like, oh, my BF sent me something, but then it's just him like, the way he was just alive. This is not helping the male suicide rate. See, this is one of the icks where it's like, you maybe just need to break up. You know, if you're sitting there and you start to feel irritated that your boyfriend is converting oxygen into carbon dioxide and you're like, that's such an ick. I feel like, find your peace, girl. Like, what do you mean you got grossed out when your boyfriend smiled too hard? Him spending $300 on studio time to record songs that got 2 or 3 views. I mean, you know what? I appreciate the hustle. That is $100 per view. Can you imagine if I paid y'all each $100 to watch my videos? I would be like, actually, I'm gonna need y'all to unsubscribe because I can't afford this. Just close the laptop, babe. Lock the phone, babe. His name was Cornelius. Enough said, I guess. You know how some people say there's certain names that like you can't moan, right? I feel like this might be one of those names. Peace and love to all of the Corneliuses out there though. All of the Cornelii. What are other names that, wait. I don't want to start listing off names and then like offend people. Well, I'll just use names that aren't real names. Like Lightning McQueen. It's too long, it's a bit wordy. He's an automobile. William Shakespeare. Well, I guess you wouldn't say the full name. Imagine you always saying the full government name. Like, Bartholomew Mordecai Francis Scott Key IV. Like, by the time I say the whole name, you've already got yourself an Uber home and ghosted me. The way he said, let's do this, the first time we hang out and goes in for the kiss. Giving yourself a pep talk before kissing someone, I don't care, that's relatable. Putting on 28 layers of chapstick and watching a TED Talk on self-confidence as the girl's sitting right next to you. It's the end of the night after a perfect date and you're both standing on her doorstep and she looks so beautiful in the moonlight, and then she gives you that look and she starts to lean in, and that's when in that moment you can't help but say, let's do this! And then you put in your AirPods and start listening to an alpha male inspirational podcast, and then you proceed to stick your tongue down her esophagus. The way he drank water, it was just something about it. I just hate it when you're interested in somebody and then all of a sudden they need to be hydrated to stay alive. It's like if you were a rail man, you would just drink your own spit like our ancestors did. They didn't do that. I wonder how this dude was drinking water. Like, was it really that bad? Like, is he chugging from a baby bottle? Am I, 24 female, the asshole for breaking up with my boyfriend, 26 male, for bringing a sippy cup to our anniversary dinner? Or did he like carry around one of those water bottles that like hamsters and guinea pigs drink from? Imagine you're on a hike with your boyfriend and you're in front of him leading the way, and then all of a sudden behind you, you just hear, and you turn around and you see your boyfriend chugging from his jumbo water bottle that he apparently bought at Petco. The way he looked when he was younger. You're 6 months into your relationship and you're finally visiting your boyfriend's family in his hometown, and you walk in the door and there's a giant family portrait above the fireplace from years ago, and your boyfriend's bowl cut and buck teeth are front and center. And that's when you think to yourself, this was not the man I knew. I feel like I would be the opposite, actually. Like, I don't want to be with somebody who was physically appealing their whole life. I feel like people who never had an ugly phase might not have a personality. It's like when men who are 6 foot and above have nothing in their dating profile but their height. It's like, yes girl, go give us nothing. He posted, party, slide up for the Addy, and no one slid up. This is like the college equivalent of, yeah, my son, he tried to throw a birthday party and he invited everyone in his whole class, but no one came. But instead of a 7-year-old sitting alone at the dinner table with decorations and a melting ice cream cake, it is a 22-year-old sitting alone in a deteriorating apartment with moldy dishes in the sink with 6 unopened bottles of Hennessy and then 3 packs of 100-count red Solo cups. He's just like sitting on the couch, 3 natty lights in, just staring at the ceiling while Playboy Cardi blasts in the background. Just a single tear rolling down his face. He said he was whittle. This is on the same vibe as Please from earlier. I don't know about y'all, but even when I was in love, I don't think I ever used a baby voice. I feel like maybe I would use a softer tone of voice, like, oh babe, like you look pretty today, but nothing like, oh my god, you cute little baby, oh my sweetie chicks, cutie cutie, but tookie google gaga, like, oh my god. Like if I were romantically involved with somebody and they were like,
baby, can you pick up that dish off the shelf because I'm too whittle?
Or something like that, I would be like, I guess. He would sing, like mid-conversation, he would start singing. Okay, Lin-Manuel Miranda.